Hi everyone, today we're doing lesson 3.11 and it's on problem solving, add and subtract money. So if we read the unlock the problem, it says at the end of May, Mrs. Freeman had a bank account balance of $442.37. Since then, she has written a check for $63.92 and made a deposit of $350. Mrs. Freeman says she has $729.45 in her bank account. Make a table to determine if Mrs. Freeman is correct. So first, we want to go, what do I need to find? Trying to get my pointer. And we need to find if Mrs. Freeman's checkbook balance is correct. What information do I need to use? Starting account balance, amount of the deposit, and amount of the check. How will I use the information? I need to make a table and use the information to subtract the amount of the check and add the amount of the deposit to find the correct balance. So over here is a table that they have set up for us, and it looks just like a checkbook would. It has her starting balance here. It has the amount she wrote a check for. And then it shows that she subtracted that amount and got a total of $63.92. So what we have to do with that is we need to find her balance after she subtracted the $63.92. So we use the graph paper here that they have for us, and we write out and we subtract $63.92. Seven minus 2 is 5. To borrow. 13 minus 9 is 4. We have to borrow again. 11 minus 3 is 8. Borrow again. 13 minus 6 is 7. And then the 3 comes down. So up here in the table, we would write $378.45. Now it shows that she made a deposit of $350. So we need to add that back into our account. So we write it here. Eight plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 7 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So $728.45 would be here. So Mrs. Freeman's correct balance, again, is $728.45. Okay, not too bad, just a couple steps, a couple operations. Let's look at the next one on page 214. This one's a little bit bigger. It says, Nick is buying juice for himself and 5 friends. So himself and 5 friends. Each bottle costs $1.25. How much do 6 bottles of juice cost? Make a table to find the cost of 6 bottles of juice. Now, many of you are just thinking, okay, I could just multiply. You're right, you could, but in this case, it did ask us to use a table, so we have to do that. So if you look down here, it says, read the problem. What do I need to find? I need to find how much 6 bottles of juice cost. What information do I need to use? I need to use the price of each bottle and the number of bottles being bought. And how will I use the information? I will make a table and then add the amount per bottle until I find the cost of 6 bottles of juice. So as you can see, I already drew in a table. And on the one column, I have bottles of juice. And on the other column, I have a total. So for 1 bottle of juice, we know that the total cost is $1.25. So for 2 bottles of juice, I would double that. And if you wanted, you could be doing the work off to the side over here. So 125 plus 125 is $2.50. For 3 bottles, add another $1.25. It's $3.75. For 4 bottles, add another $1.25, just kind of like our patterns that we learned last week. That'd be $5. For 5 bottles, add another $1.25. And for 6 bottles, add another $1.25. And that would be $7.50 for 6 bottles. Okay, not too bad. Let's look at page 215 real quick. Number 1, Sarah wants to buy a bottle of apple juice from a vending machine. She needs exactly $2.30. She has the following bills and coins. She has $2 bills. Looks like 5 quarters, 2 dimes, and 2 nickels. It says make a complete table to find all of the ways Sarah could pay for the juice. So we know that there's many different ways that we could make $2.30 depending on the money that we had to do it. So it says first draw the table, which you can see that I did. And then it says fill in your table with each row showing a different way Sarah can make the exact, or make exactly $2.30. So the first way we do it, I always kind of go with using the dollar bills first. So if I used both of the dollar bills, I have 2 of them. I could use 1 quarter and 1 nickel. And we know that that will give us $2.30. And I'm going to write $2.30 all the way down because that is our desired value, so that's the only value you should be getting here. The next way I could use $2 bills, 2 dimes, and 2 nickels. I could use $1 bill, 5 quarters, and 1 nickel. I could also do $1 bill, 4 quarters, 2 dimes, and 2 nickels. So that's how we can do that one. The next one says, what if Sarah decides to buy a bottle of water that costs $1.85? What are the different ways that you could make exactly $1.85 with the bills and coins she has? So same exact thing we just did, but now our goal is $1.85. And so I'm going to write that in my value because that's the only thing that I want to get. And it looks like I could use $1 bill, 3 quarters, and 1 dime. I could also use $1 bill, 3 quarters, and 2 nickels to get exactly $1.85. And it does ask which coin must Sarah use, and the coin that she would have to use no matter what would be a quarter to be able to get 85 cents. And for the last one, it says, at the end of August, Mr. Diaz had a balance of $441.62. Since then, he has written 2 checks. That means money that's going to be taken out of the bank account, and they were $157.34 and $19.74. And then he also made a deposit of $575. So he is saying that his balance is $700 or $739.54. We need to make sure that he is correct. So I wrote a table just like the one we did on the very first example we did. I started us off with his actual balance, which was $441.62. And I'm going to go ahead and put his deposit in first. And we know that he had a deposit of $575. So if I were to add $575 to $441, which I'm gonna have to do over here, $441.62 plus $575, I would get $1,016.62. So that amount is gonna go here because that is our new balance. But remember, he did write 2 checks out. So he wrote a check out for $157.34. Oops, forgot my 7 in there. And a check for $19.74. So we now have to take and subtract each of those one at a time, not all at once. So we gotta borrow. 12 minus 4 is 8. 5 minus 3 is 2. Borrow. Oh my goodness, I'm not thinking right now. So 9. And we can't, so we have to go over here. That would make it 9, 10, 5, 8. So we would have $859 and 28 cents. And then if we go ahead and subtract $19.74, we would get $839 and 54 cents. So his actual correct balance was $839.54. So Mr. Diaz was wrong. He actually had a little bit more money than he thought. All right, guys, so for homework tonight, you are doing page 217. You'll see that number 1's already done for you. So you're gonna go ahead and you're going to work on 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are not doing 6. Number 2 goes right along with number 1, and then problems 3 and 5 go together. So I am going to ask that my blue group also do, let's see here. My blue group's going to do 3 and 4. The rest of you are doing 2 through 5.